Hello, my last video with Sally, I showed you at the end a couple clips of everything put together on the dashboard. Well, the steering wheel and the horn button were just set on for visual looks. They're coming back off now, and I'm going to install the speedometer and the ignition switch. And then we'll reinstall the wheel with the right horn buttons and all the wiring for the horn. All right, that's next. Originally, I was going to use this gray speedometer piece, but it looks better with the aluminum one, with the gas gauge, and then the pieces, the trim pieces that go across. So I'm going with the aluminum one. Well, I can see right now, these little clips on here are kind of worthless. So I'm going to put it on with RTV. But before we do that, we're going to put the speedometer in from the back. Okay, the screws don't have to come out for the speedometer, but they got to be loose. Actually, I'll take one out. Might make it easier. We'll soon see. The speedometer has these like open end where the screws go on. So that'll make it a little easier. Okay, one tight. Too tight. Huh. Put it in upside down. That was good practice. All right, looks good. Show you what it looks like from the front. There it is from the front. I gotta put the ring around, but I gotta get some RTV first. All right, let's see if I got any. Okay, I didn't find any RTV, so I'll have to get some later and put that ring in. Now here's the new ignition switch. It's a 72 Super Beetle, but this ignition switch is made for the dashboard, which is a 1963 Beetle. So I'll show you how that goes in. There's a little hole there to put a bolt through. See if I get it threaded. A little tough for one person. I should have did it before I put the speedometer in. I could put my hand through the hole. Okay, we got it. Okay, I'm going to tighten that screw from the inside. Okay, we got the ignition switch in. Now I'm putting the wheel on. Next is the horn button. Okay, there's the wheel and the horn button on. Beep, 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 beep. All right, now we're going for a little sound deadening. I marked out on this piece here for around the pedals and for the curvature of the heater channel. I'm going to cut it out now with a pair of scissors and test fit it. First I have to cut it to length. It's like 27 3/4 inches. I'm using Amazon sound deadening. It's a blue, and it's supposed to be just as good as Killmat, but half the price. So I don't know if that's true, but we're going with it. I forget what I paid for it. It was pricey, but it wasn't too bad. Okay, I got to measure across here. Looks like 17.5 inches. So I got to mark that 17.5 to cut it. The pattern on it is nice. I don't think you have the best view, but we're going with it. Excuse me. The pattern helps you for cutting it out. It's a nice blue anyway. Okay, I gotta trim about a 1/2 inch off it. I was gonna start my headliner today, but I needed these spring clips being I have a sunroof, and I forgot to order them, so I ordered them today and asked them to send them to me 3-day shipping because I want to get started on them. I'm going on a family vacation in about 10 days, and I'd like to get the headliner in before I go on family vacation. That's the plan anyway. This stuff kind of glues down like stuff everybody uses. Okay, we're going to cut another 1/2 inch of it. Don't have to be exact. Actually, you're only supposed to cover a certain percentage of it. But I'm going to do the whole thing for sound deadening and also a little insulation maybe. Got to cut out a little spot around the front pedal stop. Thing that keeps the pedals where they're supposed to stay. Got to cut a little corner out of the top. Just got to keep fitting it till you get it right. Like anything else, works. Yeah, that's looking really good. That's looking great. Okay, I'm gonna cut this down. That's gonna do it. Okay, we're gonna glue that one down. Okay, to stick them on the back, paper. You gotta take that paper off. You gotta clean your floor, which I did. On this side, I didn't do the other side. Okay, we'll buy that. We just gotta roll it out now. You get these wooden tools for rolling it. You're gonna roll it both directions. there's different size rollers, so I'm going to get a narrower one and go down through the centers. Really cuts down on the sound. Okay, I'm going to shut the camera off, do some more, then I'll bring you back and show you my progress. I'll give you a glimpse of where we are now. Okay, I'm going to continue off camera because it takes a while. Not easy, but it's not hard. Just take your time. And like I said, you don't have to fit it perfect. You just got to get 90% of it. You don't even need that much, but that's what I'm shooting for, like 90%. All right. See you in a minute. Okay, we'll show you a little progress with the sound deadening. All right, now we're going to the back there. All right, we'll be back. Slowly getting there. Pretty much half, I would say. Doesn't have to be exact, just gotta cover this stuff. Okay, now I'll get the roller. Start rolling it. Kind of roll it real good. Sometimes I take a little rest and then I go back and get it again. Okay, it was a very long day and I got her done. I didn't video a whole bunch of me doing it because it's all the same thing over and over and over again. And it would take forever to keep repositioning the camera. But you get the idea of what I did. I also put the speedometer in and the ignition switch. I'll show you that in case I didn't video it earlier. This is a view through the back window. There's the speedometer, the steering wheel's in, the horn button's up. I still have to put the ring around it. I'm using RTV. I think I explained that earlier, and I don't have any, so I have to get some. I'll show you a little closer view. Okay, you know the word I always say. Enjoy your project. You know I'm certainly enjoying this. It's really coming along, and every day I want to work harder. All right, see you in the next one. Enjoy your project. You know, one thing I want to mention, one of my best supporters, Tricked Out, she retired, so let's all give her a congratulations. Now she has all the time in the world to work on her bug, and she's learned a lot, and she's doing very well. So check out her channel. It's Tricked Out. She's the old bat. All right, we'll see you later.